Emotional freedom technique for sugar cravings and the urge to eat chocolate. So January's arrived. We're in the middle of January and we've just about finished eating all the Christmas food and rich stuff and indulgences. And now we've set our intentions and our resolutions that we're giving up the sweet treats and chocolates for the new year. And now we're 2 weeks in and the struggle becomes real. The dark nights are here, the cold weather outside, and the wind is blowing a hoolie. And all you want to do is tuck yourself up with a nice, lovely slab of chocolate. Or maybe even just a piece or two, just a little treat. Wouldn't hurt, would it? But you've made yourself that promise to give up these sweet treats, to give up the chocolate because you want to be a better version of yourself. And you know already that too much sugar will weaken your immune system. It plays havoc on your hormones. It creates more brain fog and it wrecks your skin health. So instead of getting stressed about it and berating yourself and punishing yourself that you've taken that bite when you shouldn't have, let's practice some emotional freedom technique around the urge or the craving to eat chocolate when maybe you don't really want that. So before we dive in, let me briefly explain what EFT is, or emotional freedom technique, and why it works so well for cravings. So, yes, EFT, it stands for Emotional Freedom Technique. And you might have heard of it before. It's also called tapping, and it's a simple, gentle practice where we tap on certain areas of our body, certain ends of meridians they are, and they're specific points on your hands and upper body, sorry, on your face and your upper body, and it brings awareness to what you're actually feeling in the moment. You might be kind of running certain beliefs in the background that you need a certain comfort, you need a reward before doing something if you're working or if you've achieved something. Yeah, and so they're not always about willpower. These cravings are often driven by emotion, a certain stress, a habit, comfort, tiredness or overwhelm as well, which many of us are used to kind of living in this overwhelmed state. So emotional freedom technique, it works by calming the nervous system, reducing that emotional charge around the craving. So I call it like neutralizing the emotion. So you're actually okay about where you are in the present moment. And it helps your brain to feel safe and settled again. So when the stress response softens, the craving often softens too. So this is just like the wonderful thing about emotional freedom technique, and you can use it in so many different ways. So instead of fighting yourself and contracting, creating that stress, making yourself feel guilty and heavy about trying to be good and how maybe you've let yourself down and you've given up already, putting yourself into stress response once again, we're going to help the body to calm down. And then when you're in that calmer place, it's much easier to make the choice that actually you might not need that chocolate. You might actually feel good by maybe doing something else or just gliding through that moment without the desire to reach for that sugary treat. So the goal here, it isn't to never eat chocolate again. It's just take the emotional edge off the craving. So you're making rational choices rather than quick reactions to maybe cover another emotion that's coming up inside. So here's a sequence to help you through this sugary craving situation that you might be experiencing at the moment. So if you're feeling that pull for chocolate right now, or if you can imagine the last time it showed up, just make sure you're sitting comfortably first of all, just making sure you can feel the connection between the seat of your chair and yourself. Just feel the feet on the ground. Just make sure you're feeling comfortable and just taking a gentle breath in and out. And just imagine that time when you last wanted to reach for that chocolate. Imagine that craving that comes up. Perhaps is there an emotion that you can pinpoint right now? Is there a feeling you can tap into your body? And on a scale of 0 to 10, where 10 is I really want that chocolate now, to 0 to is I have no craving at all. Just notice where you are with no judgment. This is just information. You're just becoming an observer of the emotions that are coming from your body, because your body is always talking to us, and this is an opportunity to listen to what your body actually wants. So we're going to begin the sequence and just follow the tapping with me. So we're going to start with the karate chop, which is just below your little finger on the this side of your hand. I'm terrible with my right and left. I'm just going to tap gently and then just repeat after me. Even though I really want chocolate right now, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Or I accept this version of me. Even though this craving feels strong, and I choose to be kind to myself, I can feel good enough to accept this sensation. Even though this part of me wants comfort or sweetness, I'm open to feeling calmer in my body. We're now going to tap on the eyebrow, inner eyebrow here, this chocolate craving that I'm feeling right now. I feel this chocolate craving in a part of my body. Let's do the side eye here. This urge for something sweet, something that I'm familiar with. Under the eye, this familiar pull that I have to go and look for the sweet treats. Under the nose here, I'm wanting comfort, something to make me feel good, comforted inside. On the chin, I'm looking for something to soothe me. This sensation that I'm familiar with. On the collarbone, it's a craving in my body. I'm used to this craving. What if I could let it go? Under the arm here, you can do under both arms if you want, or just under one arm. I thank myself for noticing this craving. Just being aware is good enough. This craving in my body, this desire for chocolate or something sweet to fill me up. Top of the head, this chocolate craving that I'm noticing. I'm aware of how it makes me feel. And I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Or I can be kind and aware of my feelings. Just take a gentle breath in and out. You might want to just gauge what number you're at now. Maybe if you've chosen, say, a 5, it might have gone down. If it hasn't gone down, that's absolutely fine. I'm just going to go through another round again, and you can play with this as often as you like. Just make it fun, enjoyable. As I said, just make yourself an observer of your emotions. Um, Make yourself just aware of how you're feeling. Okay, let's start on the eyebrows again. Maybe I don't need to fight this. Side eye. Maybe my body's asking for something else. Under the eye. Perhaps what I really want is rest, warmth, comfort, or care. Under the nose. Maybe I'm looking for safety and security, and that chocolate fix is usually my go-to. But I'm open to listening to my body, listening to my desires, and listening instead of judging. I'm open. Collarbone, I'm open to being kind to myself and being understanding what's encouraged my cravings to appear. Under the arm, I'm letting the intensity soften because I know I can. It's something I know I can change. Top of head, I'm calming my nervous system and I'm feeling more regulated. And I know I'm helping my cravings reduce. Do I really need this chocolate? Eyebrows, or do I just need to take a pause? Perhaps instead of eating, I could replace it with a stretch or a walk or a phone call from someone, a connection. Perhaps instead of that craving, I could replace it with a pause. We're on the collarbone now. Under the arm. I'm open to choosing calm, not stressed. I'm open to being vital, choosing that vitality instead of driving myself harder and harder. Top of the head. I'm open to deeply and completely loving and accepting myself, or being kind and nurturing myself in any way. There we go. That's a simple technique. You might want to just take a gentle breath in and out. And again, when you think of your cravings now, you might want to put a number to any emotion that rises, any sensation. Are you feeling that need, or are you feeling calmer? Do you feel neutralized? So you can practice this as many times as you like. If you want any more details, then drop in the comments, and I can add some more to you, or just keep watching this channel as I add more emotional freedom technique sequences for a variety of things. Yes, and let's see what happens through the rest of January.